All right, what's up, everybody? This is EJ with another episode of Naja Nights. Before we begin the episode, I forgot to include some audio from my brother into this episode. The topic of this episode is about how much I love my mom, and I wanted to also include my brother's audio into this because the both of us love our mom like crazy, and I felt like it was, I felt like I needed to make sure my brother was also involved in this as well. So before the podcast begins, I would love to play my brother's audio that he recorded from my mom. So without further ado, I'm going to play that. So enjoy.
We all have people we call mothers, but the individual I call mommy is my best friend, my nigga, and possibly my number one support system. Even when times didn't make sense, this was the woman that always made sense of the situation. Even when things were down and hard for me, she found ways for me, words of encouragement for me to endure everything that God put forth for me to deal with. That's why I'm so thankful for that God has given me this woman as a mother. She always keeps me protected, make sure I have what I need, and even more, make sure I have what I want in life. That's why she put me in a position at 17 to become a man. And here I am at 31, so thankful and so appreciative to just look back on life and look how we've come and where we've come from, and just realize that we are so blessed. And I can't thank this woman enough just because of the life that I have and the life that she made for herself. I have probably the most impeccable woman in the world as a mother. And I'm just thankful, man, because you're perfect. And I just hope that you continue to grow, because shit, we just getting started. And I know life is just going to keep coming in more prosperous ways that we can only imagine. So I just want you to know, each and every day I wake up, open my eyes, you're the first woman I think of just to say I love you. Just to let you know that I'm always going to be that son to push you. I'm always going to be that son to get on your nerve, calling you 50 million times. But at the end of the day, it's because I love you. And every day I'm always going to miss you just because of the distance and where we reside, with you being up in Jacksonville and me in Miami. But the connection that we have grown and we have made within the time of distance, I'm just so thankful for it. And I'm just so appreciative of you, mommy. And I hope you feel the love from me each and every day. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you so much, Tori, for that message from mommy. I know she's going to love it. I also want to apologize if the audio sounded kind of weird. We were doing this so last minute. I was texting my brother when I was done with the episode, and I was like, oh my God, crap. I was like, I want to include Tori. And so I'm sorry if the audio sounded a bit off. I had to record it from my phone last minute, but yeah. So thank you again, Tori. All right. The episode's going to start now. Enjoy. It's always so hard to try to put into words how much you love somebody into like a physical format, like a podcast or something similar, like a song or a book or anything. You know, when it's a person that you love so much on a level that is far beyond this reality, it's hard to try to put that into words and put that into something like this, into a podcast or anything like that. But I wanted to make this podcast episode for my mother that I love on such a, I don't even know, like on a scale that is out of this world. Like, I truly love my mom, and I wanted to make this episode for her and dedicate it to her. And yeah, so I love you, mommy. And this is my podcast episode about how much I love my mom. Oh, and my dog is here. Tiger wants to say he loves you. You want to say you love mommy? The way he looking at me. He said, I do. I love mommy. So yeah, my mom is a phenomenal person. Someone who just, anybody she meets in life, she always just, and anybody that, like, any of my friends, like, they always could meet my mom and just, they knew that she was like another mom to them. She always just carried that with her. And that's something that, it's like, it's these beautiful traditions that pass down through our family. Like, that's something my grandmother's like that as well. She just has that very nurturing, caring energy to her, like always caring and just having that loving aura to just take care of people and make sure everybody's okay and, you know, everybody's doing good. And my mom has that, and that's passed down to me. And so it's like we have this very nurturing energy to us. And my mom has always been like that, like always. All of my friends, they always knew, like, if they needed advice or they needed someone they had to turn to, like, they knew they can come to my mom. And she just always had that for the longest. And, you know, what made me really want to, like, to also, like, do this episode is just my mom. She truly just deserves so much, like, and she's the reason why I strive to do so many different things. Like, the whole reason I even push myself to be successful in all of my different, the ways that I, you know, all of my creative outlets, just in all my creative outlets, I'm always striving to be very successful in all of them. And a big part of it is just to, you know, to take care of my mom and she always tells me, she's like, you don't need to take care of me. You don't need to make my, but I'm like, I know. And that's like, you know, but it's what I would love to do. Like, I don't care for fame or all that type of stuff. What I care for is making enough money so that me and my mom can travel the world, and, you know, me and my mom can, you know, just do so many amazing, beautiful things. And that's what I truly care for, you know, and she deserves that. Me and her both deserve that. Me, my whole family, like, we truly deserve it. And just the way that my mom has always just shown, she's always just supported me and my brother so much growing up, and just her being a single mom, like, and doing a phenomenal job at it. And I do want to take the time to just honor every single mother out there, no matter their condition or however it is that they became a single mom. Like, every single mom is worthy, is amazing, because I know that it's a tough thing. I'm nervous. I don't know if I ever have a kid. Maybe I'll have a kid in the future, probably. But but to raise that kid by yourself is, I'm sure that is a tough thing. It's super tough. But my mom always said that she was so blessed and so lucky to have me and my brother as her kids, her being a single mom, because, like, me, and I'm sure, like, me and my brother, we definitely did make it easier for her, like, especially me. Like, I was the one who was growing up, I was always the very quiet, reserved kid who, I'd rather just sit in the house and paint and play video games. And, you know, while my brother was one who's more social, he would like to get out. He wanted to go to a party, you know, stuff like that. But the both of us definitely made it a lot easier for her being a single mom. You know, we both are always very, very well behaved. My brother made sure he stayed out of trouble. And that's something that, like, I'm always just happy that we made it easy for my mom, because, you know, it's like she didn't really have the best type of men to, you know, be her baby's fathers. Like, you know, my brother's dad wasn't the best dad, and my dad wasn't really the best either. And it hurt a lot when I grew up and I found out, you know, when you're a kid, you don't know too much when you're a kid, and as you should. You know, your parents do their best to keep you out of their business because you're a child and they don't want you to be in all of that. They want you to enjoy your childhood. But as you grow up, you have to, you know, understand those things, because it's the reality, and it helps you navigate through life, and it helps you navigate the relationship of your parents. And as I grew up, I began to, know more about my parents and their issues and what was going on between them. And it helped me understand a lot more. And it hurt a lot, when I found out, like, my dad really was, stressing my mom out a lot. Like, he caused her a lot of stress when my mom explained it to me. And same thing for my brother. Like, I know that it hurt him a lot seeing what his dad put our mom through. But it was like, through it all, my mom is such a strong woman, and she always prevailed through all of it. Like, my mom, the thing about her that I love so much is, like, she makes things look so easy. She makes things look so easy, and that just comes with her grace. She just has this grace to her that she can be going through a lot, and my mom can just make it look so simple. And I'm getting emotional just like, my mom, I don't think, like, words can ever really, really express how amazing she is. And it's such a blessing because she's touched so many people in this world, and she continues to. And sometimes I just feel like, and I know I'm doing an amazing job, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough for her. She just deserves so much. So much. And she just is an amazing, amazing, amazing person. And I'm so thankful. And I know my mom is, I know she's proud. I know she's gonna let me know, EJ, you're doing enough. I know she will. I'm so thankful, and I'm always just cherishing every moment that I have with her, because there are people who, they're celebrating Mother's Day recently, and they don't have their moms with them. And me and my mom, like, she's my best friend. And I always tell my friends, I'm just like, if I lost my mom, like, I don't know how I could move forward through life, like, and I just don't know how. Like, she's my best friend. And a lot of people who are my mom's friends, they would tell her, like, I don't know how you and your son have such a strong bond. And it's something that is a blessing that can happen through different families. Like, you meet those parents, the dads, their moms, they have such a strong connection to their kids, and it's like they're best friends. And part of it just comes from, for me, my mom, it came from, I do believe it's just, just our spirits are just connected in that way. But also just, me and my mom went through a lot together. Like, we went through a lot, and it's what made it, like, my mom, she loves me and my brother like crazy, but it's something I can tell that it's why me and her connection was different. Just the things that we had to go through, when I was younger. And some examples, I think the toughest thing that me and my mom went through, and it's something that we've healed from it a good bit. There's still, like, remnants that we're still working on, but we've healed a lot from it. But it was a very traumatic experience that me and my mom both had to go through. That it changed us it changed us, completely afterwards. So we had a whole new outlook on life. And that was when my mom married, I guess you could say it's like my ex stepdad. Like, he used to be my stepfather. And that was just, it was a tough thing for us to go through. It was super tough. And I know that, like, I know that there's a God, that there's a powerful, beautiful force out there that listened to me, my mom's prayers, and helped us get out of that situation, and I don't have any hate towards that man, towards my ex stepfather. I don't have any hate in my heart towards him, because I know that whatever he was going through on the inside was causing him a lot of pain, and he didn't know how to get through it. So the only way he knew how to get through it was to take it out on us and take it on me and my mom. And I hear other people's stories, and like one of my close friends, my best friend, she went through that. Her stepfather was very verbally abusive, and at one point he became physically abusive to her mom, and that is the toughest thing for any kid to have to go through. And I wish that upon no child, like no kid should have to go through that, to fear that their parent might be in danger or anything. And that was like a very tough thing for us to go through. But I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I remember one night I just prayed like so crazy, like to God, and it was like intense. It was an intense prayer, and I remember like within the next a month or 2 months, he finally was leaving. He finally left and was done and moved out, and I was so thankful. And from that point forward, I knew that God's protecting me and watching over my family. From that point forward, I definitely knew, and it just brought me and my mom so much more closer than we already were. You know, the funny thing, I remember it was like a big thing that he would get mad at my mom, and he would be like, "Oh, you and your son, y'all acting like y'all like best friends and da da da," and I'm like, "Okay, well the joke's on you, nigga, cause now we're even closer." Like the thing he was so mad about, I'm like, now we're closer, child. And it was just so funny. And but it's just, even through that, my mom was a warrior and made it look effortless, like her getting through that and navigating through that situation, because she probably was never prepared for something like that in her life. You know, her dad was an amazing man, and like she didn't grow up with that in her life, like a crazy psycho living in the house with like this guy. Like this guy's like my ex stepfather. Like it was like one moment he was dating her and sweet, and then the next moment like he became like this crazy person, and it's like we weren't prepared for that, but God got us through it. He truly got us through it. And it's just, my mom is just it's so many things I can truly say, and I'm just so thankful for her. And for anyone who's listening to this and they probably don't have a great a mom that they can turn to, or they feel like they have a great mom in their life, it's okay. It's okay. As I remember, a great person once told me, they're like, that's just, a lot of things, they just happen for reasons. So don't feel like, you know, it's a punishment to you, or, you know, nothing like that. Just, it's okay. Because, you know, the funny thing is, like, I have a great connection with my mom. Me and my dad have a great connection. It's not extremely strong right now, but he's shown me in different ways that he, like, my dad does show me that he loves me, and we both know that, like, I show him that I love him, and we have a great bond. It's just, it's a bit different. It's something where we have to work on, but it's unique. It's just a different thing. But me and my mom, it's just, with us, it became so strong just because, you know, when I was younger, they gave me a choice who I wanted to stay with. Like, when my mom and my dad divorced, they had a choice to make, which was for me to live with her or him. And obviously I chose to live with my mom, because I always was a mama's boy. But the funny thing was, I also was a daddy's boy too. So it's like, I love both my parents, like, insanely a lot. But my mom, from a kid, I knew that we had a type of connection. And so that's why I chose, I'm going to live with my mom. And I'm always so happy that I made that decision. Because in so many ways, me and her both always needed each other. We always needed each other in different areas of our life. And it's just seriously just an amazing blessing. But yeah, let's try to cheer up. And stop crying so much. But yeah, Mommy, I know you're listening to this. I love you so much, and I'm so thankful, so thankful to have you in my life. And I know that we can only move forward from here and continue to receive our blessings and enjoy life. You know, currently in life, we're going through this whole stupid coronavirus thing, but you know, there's a purpose and there's a reason for all of this. There's a reason for us being in this world, for all of this world being created. And I know that through it all, but by the end of it all, we will continue to enjoy ourselves and continue to receive blessings, because we definitely are protected. Our family is just, we're truly are protected, and there's a lot of amazing things to happen and to come to our family. I can feel the blessings. It's like I can feel it vibrating through my body. Like I can feel the amazing blessings. Like I know that angels and that God is extremely proud of us, and we're deserving of it. All of us, me, you, Tori, even my dad. There's a lot of amazing blessings, and I'm extremely excited for all of it. But I'm excited, but I'm also enjoying the present moment, and that's what I've learned. And it's something I keep constantly hearing in my head. Just God telling me, enjoy the present moment. Like the future is going to be great, but you know, you can't keep focusing on the greatness to come. You need to focus on the greatness that is happening right now, and you know, today. So I'm enjoying the present because it's a beautiful present, and just enjoying every single day of my mom, you know. And it just sucks because I'm like, this stupid quarantine. Like I was so excited just for us to get out and do things, because I was like, oh child, so much stuff is opening up and there's so much fun stuff for us to go do. But me and my mom always have so much fun at home, so it's like this is no different for us. We always have so much fun at home, but I just can't wait for everything to open back up so we can get back out, and there's so much fun new things to do. Oh, excuse me. But it's gonna be great, and I'm so happy because it's like my mom, she's been through a lot when it comes to men, like dating men and finding the right man. And sometimes in life, it's like, it's not about finding the right man. That's not, and she knows that. My mom, she knows that. Like her focus is never on finding a man. Like she doesn't focus on that, but she knows that it's like that. I know that it's like, I'm just going to say, like, I feel like she's been talking to someone recently, and I feel like part of me is feeling like he's the one for her, and we'll probably see. I don't know, but I just feel like he is, and we'll see. But it's just, I just want her to have that because my mom is so deserving of it, and she's so deserving to have just a great man who truly loves her, and he, like, a man that just wants nothing more for her to just be happy. Like a man who doesn't want her to ever be upset, to ever have to cry. Like I just want a man that is in her life that truly makes sure that my mom is good 24/7. And you know, in any relationship, just, you know, there's debates, there's those random little arguments, things like that, and that's you know, normal. But a man that truly in her life that makes sure that she's okay, that makes sure that he doesn't raise his voice at her, anything like that, anything of that sort. So, and I feel like this guy is that one. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know what else to say. Child, the thing about me, girl, like after I start crying, girl, like, it's like, I don't know if anybody else is like that. It's like after you start crying, you be like all kind of like lost in the sauce in your mind. You be like, don't know where to go. But I'm very happy I did this because I wanted to take this time to really honor my mom. I she just she's so deserving of it, and so deserving of so much more. And there's so much more for us. There truly is so much more for us in the future. And I honor her in so many different ways. You know, I honor her through my artwork, and I just want to make sure I took the time to honor her through my podcast. And there'll still be more episodes in the future. I love to honor my mom, but I wanted to do that through this, because I have a new love for this, for what I'm doing with this podcast, and I wanted to make sure that before moving forward, I took the time to honor the amazing person in my life, before ever moving forward with this, because that's very necessary. So I wanted to take time to do this, and yeah. All right, let me try to get up off your child, girl. All right, I love you so much, mommy. Thank you for everything, mom, for everything. And all right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye.